Good channel and to another video. I hope you're all doing really well this week. Thank you for joining me. It's lovely to see you as always. I really appreciate you being here. I have lots to show you in this week's video. Oh, good morning, Myla. There's Myla. She's getting quite big actually. She's got a little bit of a podgy tummy going on at the moment, but as you know, she's an indoor cat. So I'm just going to have to keep a little eye on her weight at the moment. And I can see she's looking up at my very scraggy trailing ivy. I need to do something about this because whilst it looks quite nice on that shelf, it's not in good condition at all. Look at that. It's gone really scraggy and all these leaves are actually falling off. I do water it quite well, but it's the only plant in my house that's really unhappy at the moment. Could be that it's because it's living above the radiator just there, which isn't on all the time, obviously. Well, it is on still some of the time because the weather's still not quite as we want it, is it? But it's not on very much. But it isn't doing very well. Anyway, I shall come back to that because a bit later on, I will show you how to water and look after all your indoor plants. As you know, I'm on a 3-story house and I even have plants in the bathrooms and the bedrooms upstairs. So I'm going to show you a little trick on how to water all your plants without having to bring them all the way down the stairs to the kitchen. And you don't need a watering can either. So watch out for that. There's lots of other things to show you in this week's video. I've made a lovely purchase this week, 2 items from a company called Our Place that do amazing kitchen and cookware. And of course the Invisble chef came round and used them. So there's lots to show you there. Lovely, lovely lamb roast dinner he did last weekend for the bank holiday, which was great. And I did contribute. I actually made a very English raspberry and strawberry trifle, which I forgot to video, but I'll show you the outcome and I shall link it down below for you. It's the easiest thing in the world to make. And I've done some other baking this week. I've been to B&M, been to Aldi, and well, quite frankly, I'm exhausted. Lots to show you, so let's get into this week's video. I hope you enjoy it. So a lovely bank holiday weekend was had and Paul and I took Mom to the local garden centre for a little trip out. She loved it and did buy a couple of little bits and pieces too. So that trip inspired me to get cracking in Mum's garden that was looking a little bit overgrown on the old lawn. So we had a bit of a tidy up, mowed the lawn and it started to look much better. Mum's only got a very little back garden, but it's just perfect for her and she does love it. And when the weather is good, she just loves to sit out in it as well. So we did a good tidy up and hopefully the sun will shine soon and she will be able to get out and have a little sit down. The front of her house is very pretty as well with a lovely meadow. She also loves having a little walk just outside here as well. And of course this house used to be my house before she bought it. It's just right for her. I'm sure there's probably a law somewhere against having your cat in your car with you, Albert. But I'm just at Mum's, which means I'm literally just around the corner. We've done the garden, we've done the shopping, and Albert's been with us the whole time. And anyway, I've just thrown him in the car. I don't know whether you can see him now. Albert, to take him home, which is literally just round this corner and into my driveway. But if any of the neighbours do see me, they probably will think she's crazy. You coming? Go. I can't tell you how much I need this cup of coffee this afternoon. I have had a manic day off, and it has involved doing my garden and Mother's garden because it looks like we're in for a spell of another few days of consistent rain coming up. So today was the only day to do it. And as well as that, I can't even speak, I'm so tired. As well as that, I've been to Aldi and I've done a bit of a B&M haul as well. But first of all, I just wanted to show you what I picked up in Aldi, which is non-food related. I did buy a little bit of food as well, but it was just a top up for me really. But I found this very nice bamboo bowl in Aldi, £6.99, absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And that I think I'm going to use for things like popcorn and crisps and snacky things. Or you could put fruit in it. You could use it as a fruit bowl. But I think it's going to be ideal for snacks, summertime snacks. You could have them outside with a little gin and tonic maybe, or inside. But I really liked it. It's probably got a multitude of uses. Actually, if you've got bamboo things in your bathroom, you could even put your folded flannels in or something and have it as a bit of a centerpiece in the bathroom. It's got a multitude of uses, I reckon, but I think it's going to be for nibbles and snacks for me. But I really like that. £6.99 from Aldi, blooming bargain. And the only place I can get my favourite bin buddy at the moment is in Aldi. However, it's £3.49, and I think that's probably the most expensive. I can't speak. Hang on. It's because I haven't had enough caffeine today. £3.49 I think is very expensive, but I don't think you're going to find it much cheaper anywhere, quite frankly, at the moment, anywhere else. But I can't actually find it anywhere else other than Aldi at the moment. They've only got the one fragrance in, which is Spring Blossom, which is fine, very apt. It's probably my favourite scent anyway, to be honest. But I can't find it anywhere other than Aldi, so I did get that. And then in food, I did pick up a very cheap big packet of grated cheddar. I'm going to do a spag bowl tonight, so a lot of that will be going on the top of there, but I use it on tuna pasta bake. Don't eat a lot of chilli, but if Adam's home we do, because he loves chilli, so it goes on top. I could just edit this and restart it, but I can't be bothered, so I just can't speak. You're just going to have to go with it. I'm going to put it on top of chilies and things like that as well. But also this week at some point, hopefully in time to insert it into this video, I'm going to make a big chocolate cake this week, just because really. And actually I'm going to the Invisible Chef, aka Paul's house on Sunday, and he's cooking for 10 people, which is quite, well, rather him than me, but he loves it, and I'm going to be introduced to lots of his friends and family this weekend. So I said I would make a chocolate cake and take it with me. So I bought 2 lots of cooking milk chocolate. I bought some baking powder and I bought some cocoa powder as well. And I will hopefully show you me making that cake. But a little tip for you, if you put a teaspoon of coffee in a chocolate cake, it makes it taste out of this world, trust me. It doesn't taste like coffee, you can't taste the coffee, but it just gives it a bit of extra flavour that is just scrumptious, quite frankly. So anyway, hopefully I'll show you that in a bit. Now from B&M, squeaky chair, I picked up quite a lot actually, very pleased. The first thing I got for £2 was a 5-pack of deluxe super soft microfiber dusters, and they've got them in pink and blue. They don't have them in grey or white, which would be my preferred colour, but it doesn't matter. but they are lovely. Look how thick they are. Really soft and thick. Ideal for dry dusting, as well as obviously using as a wet cloth, particularly around the kitchen or your bathroom sinks, things like that. £2 for 5 in a pack. Really like those. And I found some more products within the new Mrs. Hinch range, the Country Garden range that you know over the last couple of weeks I've bought some bits and pieces from. And I managed to get a Flash all-purpose stroke floor cleaner. So I should be using that on my floors later on today, if I've got the energy to do any cleaning today. It might have to be tomorrow. So I picked up the Flash floor cleaner in that range. Also in that range, I got the Lenore, the Breeze fabric refreshener. So again, same scent, keeping with the pink, and matching Febreze Country Garden pink tulips and white jasmine air freshener. So now I've pretty much got the whole range, I think, of this Country Garden, which is great. It is a limited edition, apparently, but it's really lovely. It really does smell really herby and spring-like and like a country garden. And I just think it makes the house smell so fresh and just like spring. I am loving that range at the moment. I also got a new shower head. Now this is actually a 3-piece chrome effect shower set. So it's got the spray head, but it's also got a hose and bracket, which I don't actually need. I only need the spray head, but they didn't have one on its own. So that's to replace in my ensuite shower. So I should put that together in a little while. That one was £8. Not bad. I got some Carpet Fresh, 1001 Carpet Fresh. This is in peony and raspberry. Not tried that one before. But it does make your carpet smell really nice after you've vacuumed them. I got some Radox shower gel. I went for the moisturise one. That's really nice actually. It's very fresh scented. It's blended with minerals, herbs, chamomile, and now I say jojoba oil, but I don't think that's right, is it? Is it jojoba oil? Jojoba oil? I don't know, but I like the smell and it makes me nice and clean, so I like that one. I got some Dove soap. I love a bit of Dove soap. I got Lenny and Albert and Mila some Licky Licks cat treats in salmon. Tasty yogurt flavour. Glad I'm not a cat. And Mila's usual kitten food, although she's not a kitten anymore. This is really about the only thing she eats. She eats a bit of fresh chicken from now and again, but this is the only dry food that I can get her to eat. So it's fine, really. It's meant to be for 1 to 12 months, but I can't seem to get her to eat anything else. And she is now 13 months. Is she 13? She's 14 months old now. So I'll keep her on that for a bit, and then perhaps in the summer, maybe try something else. And then I just picked up a couple of boring bits, but I picked up some more sweetener that I use in my teas and coffee. I'm going to need another sip of that in a minute. And I picked up some Sensodyne toothpaste as well, which is actually for Grace. So that's my little Aldi and B&M haul for today. I don't think I've got any energy to do anything else at all today. I do have to make a spag bowl for tea. But quite frankly, I'm coopered. Absolutely coopered. Brilliant. So my 2 purchases of the week were from a company called Our Place. I will link their description in the description box down below for you. But basically, the designers have created pans that are able to replace most of all your cookware in just 1 or 2 pans, produced by a dream team trio. The pans are designed to replace almost an entire cookware set in the home kitchen, and it does so in a very inclusive way. Deep enough to be a saucepan, wide enough to be used as a frying pan, light enough to saute in but heavy enough to fry in. And it aims to work as well for cooking Western European dishes and cuisine, and I absolutely love them. They're quite lightweight, easy to use, and you get these free wooden spoons with them as well. Brilliant. And so what better way to put my new pans to use but to invite the invisible chef round? And yes, he made a beautiful leg of lamb roast dinner for the family, and he got to meet brother-in-law Michael for the first time as well. We had a great day. It was fabulous. I shall link everything that's been cooked down below in the description box for you, including the trifle I made. But during the middle of the week, I decided I'd give the Invisible Chef a night off. So we went out for a little bit of something to eat in Harborne in Birmingham. And it was just the two of us. It was really nice and relaxed. I had a pizza and Paul had a very nice lamb hot pot. It was delicious. I tried it. So when it comes to looking after my indoor plants, trust me, I am no expert, but I have got some lovely plants around my house, and I was always taught the best way to water them is just once a week under a running tap of cold water, but don't leave the plants in their pots. Take them out of their pots, give them a good water, and then leave them to drain for about 20 minutes. And another good tip, if you've got those big plants in those heavy pots in your bedroom and you don't want to carry them all the way downstairs, you can just pop them inside your bath or your shower like I do, and give them a good drink of water with the shower head on nice and cold. And again, leave them to then drain for about 20 minutes and you can put them back. No need for a watering can. Brilliant. So here we are, having our moment on the bed. I can't tell you how tired I've been this week. Absolutely shattered. But the working week is finished, and if you're in the UK, you will know that this weekend we have another bank holiday because, of course, it is the King's coronation. So, good old King has given us Monday off, some of us, including myself, so I'm very, very pleased about that. Got quite a lot of plans over the weekend, which would be nice as well. Lots of family stuff going on. But yeah, I'm absolutely shattered this week. But thinking of the King's coronation reminded me of a time when my sister, who had worked for the NHS for 30 years, got invited to the Queen's garden party, or one of the Queen's garden parties. It was back in 2010. And I think my mom still has the invitation that Sarah was sent, and she's got it framed somewhere. It was really lovely, and she went with Michael, who was her then partner, who became her husband, as you know, and they went all out. They bought lovely outfits. Sarah bought a hat, and but they couldn't afford, because they'd spent so much on clothing, they couldn't afford to stay in London, so they actually took their caravan with them, and they rocked up somewhere not far from outside Buckingham Palace and just dumped the caravan and then went in looking like they were royals themselves. But anyway, I haven't been invited to the coronation. Us peasants will have to just stay at home and make our own entertainment. But my sister also looked remarkably like Princess Diana. She was the same height. She had a very similar haircut, especially at that time. And she did look like her. There's some photographs, I'll have to find them out, but there's lots of photographs of Sarah where she really does look like Lady Diana. And she also used to do the eyes up a lot in photographs. It was just natural to her. It wasn't her copying her or anything like that. She was just very, very, very much like her. It's really spooky, actually. But I remember her saying that I think it was Princess Anne that was doing the rounds on that day. I think she saw the Queen from a distance, but Princess Anne was there and actually came up to my sister and told her she looked remarkably like Diana. My sister was chuffed to bits with that, absolutely chuffed to bits. So that's interesting. So let me know if you've got any coronation plans this weekend, and if you're a royalist, if you enjoy anything to do with the royals or the coronation that will happen. And it is a big moment in history, really, isn't it? I mean, my mom obviously will be 93 next month. has now lived through a king, a queen, and another king. And that's certainly something that I'm not going to do. I'm clearly not going to live through another queen. Might see another king, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm a bit torn with the whole royal thing. I think there used to be a time, I used to love the Queen, actually. I did like the Queen a lot. But I have a bit of an issue with, well, actually, you only have to look at how much is being spent on the coronation. I heard yesterday it was something like £250 million for the coronation. I'm not sure whether I totally really agree with all of that, especially when you look at our homeless people and, as I've said before on the channel, our hospices that don't get any government funding and all those kind of things. And I think sometimes when you look at the bigger picture, it sounds a bit, don't know. But every now and then I do like to have a little bit of a read about what's going on. But it is another world, isn't it? Another world for us. But anyway, I'm going to end this week's video here because I am super tired and I need my rest. And I need to get cracking onto next week's video, quite frankly. Sorry I haven't shown you my chocolate cake. I was going to make it tonight and I'm too tired. So I shall actually do that tomorrow. So I'll probably film that and pop it in next week's video for you. But hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll work out okay. And I should take that to Paul's on Sunday. So until next week, I hope you all have a lovely bank holiday weekend, whatever it is you're doing, whether you're having a street party or you're doing anything coronation-wise, or whether you're just having a chill, or whether you're going on holiday. It's not long to my holiday. I think it's 4 weeks. Getting very, very excited, very excited. So let me know what you're up to this weekend. I'd love to hear all about it. And hopefully I will see you here again next Sunday, same time, same place. So until then, stay safe, stay in the boat and keep doing all things good. And I look forward to seeing you next Sunday. Until then, take care.